Welcome to Sales Choice's Client Podcast. I'm here today with Anastasia Valentine, the Chief Marketing Officer of Versature. And we're just so thrilled as we've just finished our deployment at Versature, and she's here to share her experience of what it's been like to work with Sales Choice. So thank you so much, Anastasia. I'd like you to share, first of all, what's been the value of Sales Choice to your organization?
Well, I think that the biggest value is that we leverage technology to scale. We're a pretty lean and mean team here at Versature, and no stranger to AI. I mean, we're using it in other areas as well. So we wanted to add Sales Choice to allow us just to really focus our efforts on the deals that really had the high probability of closing and make sure that our resources were optimized to do so. And Sales Choice just really allows us to optimize that time, reduce the amount of time pouring through reports, and then relying on human interactions, which can sometimes be not quite accurate. And then you get the perspective of the actual data, the facts, right up in front and center at a glance. So it's really, really easy to use from that perspective. Totally integrated with our stack. It was primarily Salesforce and all of the things that connect into that. So it actually has even more value beyond just predicting the deal. It actually is able to get all of the data that's feeding into that data from all of these other technology solutions as well.
Wow, Anastasia, one of the things that we've learned in our market, journey is that our success is very much predicated on the quality of the client interactions. And I do have to say that it's been an absolute honor to have the chance to work with you and the Versature team. That culture fit is always very important, as you know, in these early germinating relationships. Curious, just to build on what you've just shared, is what has been, your experience in the sense of having to now integrate Sales Choice into the fabric of your day-to-day sales operational processes, and particularly with sales reps, right? Like it's another tool. I know we work very hard to make sure there was no incremental keystrokes that anybody had to do with Sales Choice. We would do the sense making, but I'm just curious, stories to share, how you've changed your processes, if any, how the sales reps and resources are shifting, maybe how they work. Is it becoming part of your day-to-day vocabulary? Just whatever you're comfortable to share there would be great.
Absolutely. It's made a tremendous impact, and it's not only for management. We've given it to all of our sales reps so they can manage their own funnels and make sure they're doing the right things. And if they've missed a step, let's say, that will help some opportunity increase the rating to, let's say, from a D to an A, they know exactly what steps to go in and perform to increase the probability of close. So from the rep level, they're able to look at their funnel, see what Sales Choice has rated their opportunities. They know where to focus their efforts, and then they could even ask, maybe our sales development team needs to take a look at the lower ranking ones, so that they can focus on closing, whereas the sales development team can focus on nurturing. So from that level, right all the way up to management, where during our one-on-ones, we look at Sales Choice from a deal perspective, make sure that all the right activities are being performed. So if, let's say, an opportunity hasn't had a demo yet, well, why is that? How can we get that on board? Let's get that going, because that always increases our probability of close, by 30%, and that's a pretty big deal. And then we also look at data quality, and that's kind of a fringe benefit that we didn't think would actually happen. It's always hard to get sales folks to enter data and to make sure that it's accurate. They're very busy people, so having them see firsthand, where they rank, and it can be a little bit of a competitive thing with the team as well, where they rank from a data quality perspective. Are they entering all the data? What's missing? They can go in and go ahead and enter that data. And it has gotten a little bit competitive when, you get, if I can say, chirped by the other guys saying, hey, listen, you don't have your industry in here. You don't have your seat count in here. But that sometimes sets a little fire underneath them to do better. And they're doing great right now. And then from a management point of view, I meet with our director of sales, multiple times a week, and we use Sales Choice as our deal sheet, and that's what we use to review. Whereas what we used to do is go into individual deals with a long report, and this allows us to really focus our efforts, focus on the ones that are the A to the C lists, and reassign the ones that are ranked lower.
So that's really great to hear. So you actually are, reassigning coverage in the sense where you can see how you can get everybody to win. Did I hear you correctly there? Because obviously we do the ABCDF ranking. We've been constantly coaching our other clients to say, you know what, just change the mix. So it sounds like you're doing that.
Yeah, our closers are focused on closing and making sure that that happens. If, let's say, a demo is the most critical factor for us, so if a demo does not occur, then we might ask the sales development rep that was originally bringing that lead into us to just see if they can get that part back on track and just to collaborate with the sales rep to make that happen, because that in itself will improve the ranking and then obviously the probability of close.
Wow, really appreciate you sharing that. Obviously, in every client engagement, and all the research shows that customers that have lasting relationships work with people that they enjoy working with. So I really would just love you to share your story about, since we've had the chance to meet, what it's been like to work with SalesChoice, engage with SalesChoice, and any, future, recommendations that you may have to other individuals that are looking to experiment with AI in terms of recommending to innovate with SalesChoice.
Oh, absolutely. So I think that, I got to be honest, at first we're always skeptical and people, there's an AI solution for absolutely everything out there, right? And we're using AI in different capacities, lead generation, and audience management, voice analysis. And we just felt that we needed to take that logical step to add AI to our prediction engine. And it's been really great to work with you folks because we've been able to share our unique use cases. For example, we just had a slight change to the way we were doing things, and we just wanted to check with you to see if, is this going to impact our model? Is this going to change the predictions? Is it going to mess up our model or the way we're doing things from a SalesChoice perspective? And we were able to have a very open dialogue and share that information in very short order so that we don't have to wait to change processes internally, and we get to have the benefit of the knowledge, the vast knowledge of the staff at SalesChoice with regards to how other people are doing things, but as well as, the artificial intelligence in general. Having that to back us up and then being able to provide like the frontline experience to your team has been invaluable.
Thank you so much. And our slogan at SalesChoice is predict, prioritize, and pace. I used to have a psychologist test the branding, and so we had to think of 3 adjectives to describe your experience with SalesChoice and their culture. What would you say those 3 adjectives would be?
Oh boy, that's now you're putting me on the spot. And saying that we're all Game of Thrones fans isn't an adjective, but that is a plus. So I would say really collaborative, innovative, and measurable. I mean, in all of those ways, we've been able to measure the results. We've been able to optimize our time, and we've seen that firsthand. Innovative, we've seen, SalesChoice even in this time, evolve to doing some really great things, and we're really excited about the roadmap. And yeah, we're looking forward to collaborating with you on anything new that comes on board. I mean, we're happy to be the first alpha and beta testers of new features and things that are available in SalesChoice.
Well, thank you so much, Anastasia. And for those of you listening in, Anastasia Valentine, and we've worked with many chief marketing officers and leaders, is absolutely a role model leader, not just in the innovative side of, experimenting with AI, but also in her support for women in STEM and her leadership in the community. And so just thank you so much, Anastasia, for being on the emergent side. Obviously, with Canada working to be a super cluster, the more innovative we can all be together is terrific. And just thank you so much for your time and with us today.
Anytime. It's always a pleasure. Thanks, Cindy.
You bet.